I would say this summer I get to go to Israel for free. So that's definitely
really
one
cool.
of the perks of being being international president. Being on an international board in general, you get to travel to other people's conventions, which is also really cool. Being able to experience what other people do, and like their traditions, and even just sharing in that is an awesome thing. And also just all the amazing times, and you have such a special bond with an international board and the staff that you work with. I think is very cool.
So, do you get to go to specific IEB events, or do you specifically get to go to events as international president? Like, are there certain like events that only the international president goes to, or only the international executive board goes to?
Well, there's an international executive board meeting, first of all, with international youth director. So all of us got together and we got to do that. And then also the international president got to meet with the IC co-chairs, and we had a meeting that way. And then also, I guess another perk of being international president, you're invited to a lot of things, a lot of different events. Like there was one in over my break that I just had that I wasn't able to attend because I was in Colorado, but I was just invited to meet with a lot of major people in USCJ. So there are definitely separate events, but it's a lot of together also.
What is your favorite aspect of USY?
My favorite aspect of USY is that it's that place where for those people who don't really fit in their high school, it's that place that feels like home. Because, I mean, I know that's what it is for me. I have my closest friends are in USY, and in school, I just like walk around the halls with my USY friends. I don't even really have too many like specific school friends. Obviously, I have a couple. I mean, I must say. Just kidding. But it's just that feeling of home, I think, is really what brings me to USY.
If you could describe USY in one sentence, what would you say?
USY is my anti-drug, my home, and my family.
What are your goals for the organization for this year?
I think what's really important this year is for all of us to kind of get to be more noticed. So hopefully I'll try and be getting a lot more news things, or news. I'm trying to get a lot of different news reporters and anchors and TV stations, things that can really focus on us, because one thing that USY does really well is that we help. We're always doing State-O, we're always helping Israel, we have a really strong voice, and one issue is that people other than USYers do not see that. So hopefully by getting more YouTube videos out about USY, getting more newspaper articles just about USY, being online more and seeing even like Facebook things, just to make sure that other people see what USY is doing. And yeah, I think that's my number one goal for this year.
I honestly personally agree with that. That's one of the reasons why I started USY Facts, was to really educate my chapter, because they didn't really know much about USY. So it started inter-chapter, and then it just, took off to where we are now.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome, and I think it's a really cool thing because I know there are things from USY Facts that I still learn. No one can know it all, really,
yeah.
And all you can do is educate yourself. And if you don't know about your organization, then that's not good, and you have to learn to be able to help.
So, how do you plan to combat decreasing membership in USY and the conservative movement?
Hopefully with what I was talking about before, with getting more news things out there, because when people realize the good that we do, people will want to join. And also, it's really about making interesting programming. If you have boring programming, then no one's going to want to attend, and no one's going to want to be part of it. And we are a special organization who is able to captivate people through conservative Jewish learning. So a lot of people think that, prayer is boring and prayer is no fun, and I don't want to do that. And even simple, and other programs, like no one wants to sit around and just like hang out. Like obviously it's fun, and it can be done well, but interesting program and new programming, I think, will really help that.
So looking back, when your time in USY is over, what will be one thing you enjoyed the most out of everything you've done in USY?
One thing. I'd probably say, wow, I don't know if it's more specific events, but just international convention and regional conventions especially. I think when you look at each of those, it's just, you remember so many different things. And I know Cruzy has a specialty convention where it's all about like the specialty clubs like 613 and Half Hollywood Team and all of those. And it's all about, and we volunteer, and I just know things like that, I look back upon them, and I always think, look how much good that 150 USYers just did. Like, it's just really cool, and I think that's one of the things I look back on.
I think it's actually really interesting for a specialty keenist because I know that in Metney we have like specialty nights with like at certain like at Kala this past year this past February we had a Hechalut Sim discussion and a Heschel discussion at night or like an event, and it's something honestly that Metney has been starting to do, but I think that honestly I think it's an aspect of USY that sometimes is not really utilized to its full potential.
I 100% agree. I know that Cruzy, it's our biggest convention turnout besides regional convention. Everyone loves it. Everyone, and even the little things that you think don't matter, like people get community service hours just from volunteering, and it's one of the things that bring in people that normally wouldn't come to convention. So even just the little things like that really do make a difference. And I think that I know that Cruzy also has we have a Heschel discussion. We have a Limud every convention, at least one. And we also have a Heschel late night. And things like that are really cool and really interesting. And just to hear, I know I like to attend and hear people debate. I'm big on the listening and making sure that, and just like trying to hear everyone's opinions. And I think that's really cool.
Okay, so now to, lighten the mood and have some more fun questions and get to know you a little better.
Okay.
So, favorite food?
I love French fries. Any kind of French fries I love. I love sweet potato fries. I love curly fries. I just, we have boxes of just those frozen freezer fries. So good.
So, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
I love country music. I am big into Kenny Chesney. I love Zach Brown Band. Love Darius Rucker. They're all my favorites. Hopefully, I'm going with a couple people from Cruzy to a Zach Brown Band concert in August.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's in Pittsburgh, and hopefully it all works out.
So, what are your hobbies when you aren't swamped in USY and schoolwork?
I dance about 8 hours or 9 hours a week, depending on the week. So it's a big part of my life. Everything from tap to jazz to hip-hop to ballet. I do it all.
So, what kind of movies do you like? Comedy, horror, anything like that?
I'm big into comedies. It's very much my personality. I love laughing. Love making other people laugh. Usually they laugh at me, but that's another point. Get on that later.
So, who's your favorite actor?
Favorite actor?
Or actress?
Or actress? Wow. I'd probably have to say Reese Witherspoon. I don't know why. She does great movies, I guess.
She's pretty funny.
She is funny. Big comedy.
So, what do you want to do? What do you want to be after college? Like, what job or occupation?
I'm big into art. So right now, my plan of attack is to go into graphic design. Don't know where I will be yet, but hopefully that decision will be figured out soon because I don't have too much time. But really anything that happens with art, I would just love to do.
So are you did you consider Nativ when you were looking at college?
I am going on Nativ next year. Nativ 31.
Oh, awesome.
Haven't been accepted yet. I'm waiting to hear. Nervous. But
you can hear that now, everyone. He wants to go on Nativ really badly, so accept
all
it.
of you should too. What? I didn't do a USY plug.
Hey, we'll plug USY as much as possible, right? So, biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve? I hate when people ask the same question was just answered. It's so annoying. Just listen for 2 seconds. I hate it.